All right, guys, you can see it on your screen. It's time to react to some Drew Aller highlights. Why not? We're going to look at some of the best throws of Drew Aller's entire collegiate career. And I'm going to point out some things that I like, maybe some things that I don't like. I don't know, maybe I can point something out. And we're going to get hyped up about the Steelers' newest developmental quarterback pick, a pick that I'm very excited about. Probably, I wouldn't call it my favorite. I think Jeremy Bernard is my favorite pick, but Drew Aller might be a close second. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see Drew Aller in action. Steelers Nation highlights. Shout out. Go like and subscribe to him. And first throw immediately down the field. I mean, this is what I love about Drew Aller. He's incredible deep arm strength. I assume that's like a lot of what we're going to see is he can throw it 40 yards down the field, flick of a wrist. This is the throw that everybody loves the most, probably. This is probably his best throw. I mean, ridiculous. A flick of a wrist, 40 yards down the field. If Drew Aller declared last season, he probably would have been a first-round pick. Not ridiculous to say that whatsoever. And that's why the Steelers were so interested. Part of the reason, anyways. You're seeing he's 6'5", 230-something pounds, can make incredible placement throws like that. He's a good processor. I don't want to say he's a good processor. I think he has his moments. But processing and footwork, which is another big knock on Drew Aller, those things are a lot easier to fix than, you can teach those things is what I'm trying to say. Someone like Mike McCarthy is going to fix that. Holy crap. All right, we got to go back. We got to look at this play again. I've seen this play before, but holy crap. He's getting dragged down. Guy has a hold of his jersey. Doesn't matter. Sidearm, deliver, touchdown. Penn State lost this game. Drew Aller went berserk this game. So what I was trying to say is, you can't teach being 6'5". You can't teach being more mobile than people give you credit for. You can't teach some of these throws that Drew Aller is making. You can't teach the arm strength. What you can't teach is processing. What you can't teach is footwork. If Mike McCarthy is half the quarterback developer that he claims to be, Drew Aller has a real shot at being the guy. He has a real shot at being something worthwhile in this league, even if it's just a career backup. There's no reason that a guy with this much raw talent and this much arm strength shouldn't be something with the right coaching. Again, great throw, Drew Aller. Down the sideline. Imagine that, but to DK Metcalf, but to big number 4, or down to Jeremy Bernard on the sideline, down to Michael Pittman. It doesn't matter. The possibilities are endless. He's got some nice accuracy, too. No complaints at all. I mean, look at this. This was like one of the first games of his career, too, against WVU. First play was a 70-yard touchdown, and he's throwing to straight bums. Keandre Lambert-Smith, Trey Wallace, Omarion Evans. What are we doing here? These are some scrubs, with all due respect. Julian Fleming, a 5-star reject. That's a beautiful back shoulder. You know who else likes the back shoulder throw? DK Metcalf. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just pointing things out. I'm visualizing what big number 1-5 is going to do whenever he gets his shot. I'm excited for it. I like a lot of what I'm seeing. This is, again, look at that. Trick play. Mike McCarthy. I'm an offensive genius. Look at me. I'm going to do a little holy shit Tyler Warren. That was more of a holy shit Tyler Warren highlight than a Drew Aller highlight, I'd say. But I like the deep ball ability. I like it a lot. It's something that the Steelers didn't throw the ball deep at all last year. And that was with Aaron Rodgers at their quarterback. They didn't do it. They had a conservative offense. It's going to look completely different now that it's not, a Tomlin offense, and that it's not an Arthur Smith offense, and that it's not, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers for another year, unfortunately. I'm glad we got some Drew Aller rushing highlights in here. 6'5", 230. I'm going to say it a lot because he can run. He can take hits. He's faster than people want to admit. I think he's pretty good, at least mobility-wise. I don't have any complaints there. He's more mobile than anyone else you were getting in that range. And that's about what I think of Drew Aller. There's a lot of things to like. There are definitely a lot of things in his college days. Some boneheaded turnovers. Not great footwork. But what I'm trying to say is those things are very teachable. Drew Allar is easily the Steelers' best shot at having a franchise quarterback that they have on their roster right now. In fact, he's the best thing that they've drafted at the quarterback position, talent-wise, since, God, guys, I don't really know. He's got more arm strength than Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph was also a third-round pick, so I feel like that's a pretty fair comparison. Drew Allar's got better size, better arm strength. I think Mason was more technically, mechanically sound, but I think Drew Allar has a lot of things that make me think he might be just as good, probably a little bit better than Mason Rudolph coming out of college. So if that's what you're looking for, you can comp it to that. I don't want anybody in the comments saying, I can't believe they picked this guy. They are doing Will Howard dirty. They don't owe Will Howard a thing. Drew Allar and Will Howard have the same amount of NFL experience. The same amount. They're on an even playing field to start training camp. If those are the only two options for the Steelers at quarterback, which I don't think it's going to be, I think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. I don't want Drew Allar to start week 1, but I'm saying, guys, Drew Allar is the better football player. Drew Allar does things better than Will Howard, particularly the arm strength. Will Howard has the leadership that everybody loves. Everybody loves leadership in a quarterback. They think that's the trait that they need to be looking for. I couldn't disagree more. I want someone who can throw the ball 40 yards down the field, flick of the wrist. Will Howard's got to put his whole body into it. Drew Allar's just going back. Yeah, and he's thrown to bums in college. He wasn't thrown to Jeremiah Smith or Emeka Egbuka or Carnell Tate. He wasn't thrown to those guys. He was thrown to Ohio State rejects like Julian Fleming. I'm sorry, there's been enough Julian Fleming strays in this video. In all seriousness, guys, I don't want anybody to think that like I'm planting my flag and saying Drew Allar's going to be good. There's about a 90% chance that Drew Allar sucks. Probably 95, probably greater than that. But I like the idea of that 5-10% that he can be a good quarterback. Because if the Mike McCarthy hire is going to work, he's going to have to develop a quarterback. Because that's what he's kind of based his whole job off of is, I'm a quarterback whisperer. All right, let's see it with Drew Allar. This is somebody who I think has a ton of upside and a lot of things that are very coachable. I think a lot of his flaws are very coachable. This is something that should work if Mike McCarthy is going to work. I think they go hand in hand. I'm not doubting that the Steelers draft a quarterback again next year. We're far ways out from that. I'm concerned about the guys on the roster now. And Drew Allar is the best shot they've had at having a franchise guy in a long, long time. There we go, guys. And let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Did you like this kind of reaction highlight watching video? Do you like this style? Are there certain Steelers games you want me to react to go back and react to? I think that'd be a lot of fun. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching. And Drew Allar, we love you.